Welcome to my final year project video recording. My final year project is a mobile phone parking assistant project where I have to develop an application that will communicate with a car while the car moves and enable the car to park. The project will be using a mobile phone while controlling the car, and the communication has to be done by wireless connection. So I'm going to show you some of the hardware I use and some of the software I use for the project, and then I'm going to show you a demonstration of the car while the car moves around by using my mobile phone. So these are some of the software I'm using. So before I have access to the controller on my car, I have to use a software to access the car remotely through a secure share. So I'm using this software to access my controller on the car remotely. So all I need to do is just put, I'm using a Raspberry Pi, so I put my Raspberry Pi IP address in there. So the port I'm connecting, I have access through the Raspberry Pi is port 22. The next thing I put my IP, my password, and my username, and I have access to my Raspberry Pi. So this is the terminal. I show you all the program on my Raspberry Pi. So if you look here, right here, that's the HTML file I created to develop my application. And this one here, that contains all the commands from a car. That's actually a Python, written in Python. So that has all the commands for the car. So now I will take you through the hardware that I use to design my car. So that's the actual car I'm using. It's a tour car I'm using for the project. I'm not using a real car. So I'm going to use a tour car for now. So if you see in here, that's the portable USB battery I have there. That's going to power my Raspberry Pi. As for the car has a battery to power the motor on the car. So if you look in the car, you're going to see some things in the car here. See, that's the Raspberry Pi. That's the main brain of the car in there. I'm using Raspberry Pi Model 2. You see the blue flashing light in there? That's the USB dongle I'm using. That's the Wi-Fi dongle I'm using to enable the wireless connection. Now, in here, that's the motor driver I'm using to power my motor. And this one, the white one here, that's actually the camera I'm using. That's my camera. This camera is going to enable me to record live feed from my car. The camera is a Raspberry Pi model camera, so it fits the Raspberry Pi perfectly. So I can use a lot of camera. I can use a USB camera as well. You see the Raspberry Pi in here. Get about 4 USB port in there, so I can use as many cameras as I want. But due to some financial problem, I could just afford only one camera for now. So now I'll take you through the demonstration of the car. So now I'm trying to connect to my car now. So this is the mobile phone I'm using to control my car. So but before you can connect to the car, you need to verify setting password and username and password, because I don't want everyone just using the car. So you have to there's a password on the car that can only allow certain people to use the car. If you know the password, you can use the car, so that not everyone can use the car. So what you have to do now, you put in your password and your username, then you have access to the car. So now I've put in the password and username. I'm not actually connected to my car now. You can see now the camera from the car, how clear it is. Very, very clear. My car is actually pointing at my television. So you can see my controller here. Forward, backward, left, and right. So the camera is actually a very clear camera, which really surprised me. If you imagine the camera was so cheap, but the view from the camera is very, very clear. So now now I'm gonna move the car now, so you can see the movement of the car. So you can actually see the car now. Now you can see the car moving now.